Assalamu alaikum. Look, I hate making mistakes. And with my obsessive compulsive disorder, whenever I do make mistakes, most of the time it always feels blasphemous because of the consequences or the perceived consequences. They always feel blasphemous. So it drives me to this hatred of making mistakes. Look, when I say I hate making mistakes, I hate making mistakes. It fills me with this almost untamable rage and anger whenever I'm encountered with the possibility of making a mistake. That my mind says, like, oh, this is going to be blasphemous or something. It fills me with this incredible, this overwhelming urge to like avoid the situation. Like it fills me with such intense panic and anxiety, and like I do my best to avoid any situation which I might be having to deal with my OCD and potentially making a mistake. It feels like you're drowning with no land in sight. The sky is dark, there's nobody to come help you, and you're gonna die. That's what it feels like for me in those moments. Try as I might to avoid any potential OCD loving scenario. And in the end, when I am confronted with a difficult situation where my OCD is going haywire, I usually do self-sabotage, and I usually do make a mistake. And even though they might not be blasphemous, they certainly feel that way. And I am well aware that this is not normal, it's not healthy, and it's absolutely not conducive to success. Well aware of that. I've been trying to, work with myself about it. I've been trying to get better. It's really something that's only been going on for like the past year a bit, as I've been trying to make my business a reality. Yeah, so that's not the point of the video, to talk about how much I hate my mistakes. The point is, I was reflecting on storms and flowers the other day when I was writing for my blog post. And, like if you think of a flower, what does it need? It needs a few things, but one of the main things is water, right? That water is not going to come like 95% of the time when it's sunny out, because sun showers don't happen often at all. Most of the time, water comes from the rainfall, and the rainfall only happens when it's dark, gray, and gloomy outside. Dark, gray, and gloomy, like this storm. These storms, these are the ones that I go through because of my OCD whenever I make a mistake that my OCD cares about. These storms are the ones that the flower goes through too. But if the flower never experiences that storm, if it never goes through that storm, it will never bloom. If you and I never go through these storms, we will never bloom. We'll never be able to reveal our true colors in a positive way. We're not going to be able to do that. Growth is a necessary part of the human experience. Most of the time it's a struggle, and sometimes it becomes so excruciatingly painful that you think you're never going to make it out. And sometimes it might seem like death is preferable. We have no control over the length or the intensity of the storm, and whenever they occur, it's beyond our control. When they do come, if we're outside, the first thing, or one of the first things we presumably do, is to head inside to save ourselves from the storm. And the irony is, going through that storm is the very thing that's going to save you. And at the end of the day, we're not just hoping for a single flower or a bouquet. They look nice, but, they're within like a few weeks or something, they don't really mean much. We're not hoping for that with our lives. We're hoping for something better. We're hoping for a whole garden, but not just any garden. We're pulling for the garden of eternity, which will never lose its reward, and it'll never lose its beauty. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.